Hey all, today I'm going to show a brief demo of some of our audit functionality within the Saphira platform. So I'm here in a test project for a hypothetical IP development of a chip. Imagine for an automotive use case or industrial use case. And what I'm going to show is our traceability mode and then some of the implicit validations that we automate for standards like ISO 9001, AS9100D, and then on the traceability side, things like ISO 26262 and 13849. So first thing first, what is this project? This project is a whole bunch of, say, requirements. And these might be imported from an upstream system like a JAMA or a Doors. You can see that we can link those projects right here, or a Polarian or Dimensions, whatever it might be. We can do all of that on-prem directly within your instance, and we bring in these requirements into this table. This is a debug view that just has access to a bunch of different functionality. Typically, you'll use a dashboard view for your actual view of work. So what we have here is, for example, this requirement regarding safety mechanism implementation. And in this project, over in this other tab, we've actually uploaded a whole bunch of different files or linked them from, say, your OneDrive or SharePoint. And these fall into a few categories. There are some that are RTL test files, for example, from GitHub or GitLab. And there are some that are design documents or other documentation, whether from a repository or from something like Confluence, some system. You can see that you can upload a zip file as well, put in links, folders, documents, and then you can mark them as the appropriate type. So right now this is configured just to these 4 types, but what we're able to do is make this completely configurable. So you can tell us, hey, these are exactly the different categories I want to bucket my stuff into, and then find all of those when I go on this traceability search mission. So the way we tackle this now is that we come into here and we click this settings button for any of our requirements, like this failure mode detection requirement, and then go over to context, switch over to traceability mode, and hit fetch context, which is going to go and search for items in each of those categories, most importantly, design, documentation, and code that are relevant. Now, there could be a whole bunch of things. Cool. Back here, there could be a whole bunch of things that come up. Oh, wow, it actually came back. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer. You'll see things like, hey, we wanted to look for this traceability analysis. We did some requirements mapping. We found some references in design implementation to lockstep redundancy and memory reliability. Those are both mechanisms for failure mode detection. So you get exactly these traceability items back from the design doc. And then if we scroll down, we see, actually, hey, there's some code references as well. Lockstep simulation, ECC memory sub, watchdog timer, all the references to the sub requirements are determined up above. So you can save all of these and get them rendered as another column in your project. Okay, that's all great for this core traceability mode. Now, what about some of that checklist validation, the actual work that you want to do during audit? Well, you can go over to this checklist. This is, again, fully configurable. Right now in this project, we configure this according to ISO 13849-1, where for every requirement, we need to make sure that we've gone through and validated each of these items. So we can check the box, add a specific artifact that we believe fulfills this requirement for this requirement, and we'll actually get an evaluation of whether or not this was correct. So when you paste this in, whether it be, for example, hey, maybe actually we have this ISO doc. So we'll scrape this one over, and it might give us a warning. So in this case, actually, it looks like, hey, based on our initial evaluation that met our criteria, that may be because we've only implemented this for Google Docs, and we can confirm that and get it added, and we're good to go. And now you can see that actually all of this gets persisted over time. So you can come back and always view those traceability outputs, not just in the columns. Great. That is some of what we're working on. I hope this might be useful. Excited to continue iterating with all of you.